Welcome everybody, I'm Gold Leader, I'm joined by Patronus, and we are back with Harry Potter on Monday night.
We have a new Triwizard tournament bracket.
Yeah, sadly there's nothing that rhymes for Monday nights for any game.
No.
Like, Wizarding Wednesday works really well for Harry Potter.
Yeah, but we're doing something else on Wednesdays.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah, I'll have to see if I can come up with a M alliteration that's Wizarding World related. But yeah, we have
Muggle Monday.
Yeah, but I don't want to be a muggle. I want to be a witch. Anyway, so we are on our very first match of a brand new top 16 Triwizard tournament match. These decks were deck lists that were actually submitted by you guys, our followers and our audience members. So thank you to everybody that submitted deck lists for us to consider. And today on our docket, we have Hermione Potion Maker against Madame Pomfrey. And I know the Madame Pomfrey one has a lot of the Heir of Slytherin cards because it's basically a spider-themed deck, which I'm actually getting a little bit triggered by, but we'll see how it goes.
Patronus has a deep fear of spiders.
I hate spiders. I really, really hate spiders. But, you know, that's okay. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah, so a couple things about the Triwizard tournament. If you don't know what we're doing, this is essentially a 16-man NCAA-style bracket for Harry Potter TCG.
Yep.
We took 16 decks. All these decks were submitted by the users. And not only are they decks, but this time we have we have full decks with 10-card sideboards. So we will be sideboarding this time, which is different than last time. If you're curious how this works and you want, you can go back. All 16 match videos are on our YouTube channel for the previous Triwizard Cup, which the only difference being we used only Wizard of the Coast cards,
Correct.
No ban restricted list, and no sideboards.
Correct.
And it was literally us first learning how to play.
Welcome, Bon. I know, we're excited to be back.
Yeah, we took a little hiatus only because it took a little while to get this whole thing together. And I also want to thank everybody, especially all the HP Revival members who submitted decks. Some people were great, submitted multiple decks. Stefan, Sammy, just to name a few. And we made sure we took one deck from every person who submitted, and then we took multiple decks from what was left over. So some people have more than one deck submitted in the tournament, and that's great. We don't have any exact deck in the tournament twice. We have the same We have the same starting wizards.
Okay.
Twice, and we have
Guess I'll revert back to our bracket.
Yeah, you could.
For a second.
So like, there's two Arthur Weasley decks, but they're very different from each other.
Yeah, which is totally fine.
They're not the same type of deck. There's two Draco Slytherin decks, but they're both item decks, but they have totally different ways of playing.
All right.
So
Straight up.
I thought it'd be interesting to see. I think there's like 2 or 3 Quidditch decks. Again, they're all different. So it was, and I have no clue. I've not really played Revival before. So this is our first time playing Revival, and we're going to go through the same journey we did with Triwizard. The whole purpose of this thing was we're new to the Harry Potter trading card game. We want to learn how to play, and we thought it would be fun if people learned with us. So that's the whole purpose of these streams. And if you like them, we'll keep doing them. If not, we'll do other things.
Yep. And I apologize if our audio might sound a little echoey or clippy at times. We're experimenting with some new mics. So caveat, apologies in advance. I'm trying to learn how to become an audio expert, and it's actually a really steep learning curve.
And honestly, if you have feedback about the sound quality, please, it's okay to tell us. It's actually helpful because we're not actively listening to our whole streams every day. So people are listening and they're like, oh, it doesn't sound good. Just let us know. We can we can then target.
Try and tweak.
Yeah, we can also target that video and be like, oh yeah, at this time in the video, the sound's pretty bad, and maybe figure out what's wrong. So.
Okie dokie. Well, I am playing, I'll just drop my starting witch up here, Madame Pomfrey, who allows me to once per game shuffle up to 12 non-healing cards from my discard pile back into my deck. And then Gold Leader is playing Hermione Potion Maker, who you may use an action to put up to 2 lesson cards of different types from your hand into play. That's an ongoing effect.
I think that's the first witch that you ever tried to make a deck with.
No, I did a different Hermione one.
Oh, okay. They
but it was
do
a
similar
Hermione.
things.
Kind of.
This one's you may use an action to put 2 lesson cards of different types from your hand into play.
I feel like there's another Hermione one that still lets you, like, when you play a lesson, you play 2.
Okay, maybe it was the base set Hermione.
Yeah. I am all about ramp. That is my style of choice.
That's fair. Don't.
Okay, well, this seems really bad. I have 6 lessons and 1 non-lesson card that costs 1.
My hand is not particularly good either,
Seems
but I'm
really
gonna keep
bad.
it.
I think, how top heavy was this deck? Do you remember?
I did make
Okay.
it. No, I don't think it's that top heavy.
I just know you. I know you just pulled the cards, so I think I'm just gonna ship that back. 6 lessons and 1 thing that costs 1 doesn't seem like a very good place to start.
I'm gonna keep it.
Okay, you want to roll some dice and see who goes first?
What symbol would you like to call?
Hearts.
Hearts. I got 0 hearts.
Okay.
So it should be pretty easy for you here.
I also have 0.
Uh-huh.
Apparently we're not very empathetic today. Oh, or you got super empathetic.
3.
All right, that's not good for me. 0 again. Wow, that's impressive. All right.
You have no heart.
Yeah, evidently. All right, so you're up first.
All right.
Finish my shuffle here.
So what's everyone been doing while we have been on hiatus? I know we haven't been on Mondays for a while. It's going to be 16 straight weeks now.
Yeah.
Us streaming on Mondays.
All right, this is a little better. I have more things to play.
I did get to count. Well, Patronus really counted our Harry Potter collection.
Yes, I was going to say.
Which would be nice because I can hopefully try to trade and complete.
Yeah. Hear that,
collection.
guys? Look for Gold Leader's trade bait.
That's right.
All right, go ahead.
Okay, so I draw a card.
Mm-hmm.
I will use Hermione Potion Maker. I'm assuming this is just once a turn.
Yeah.
You may use an action to put up to 2 lesson cards of different types from your hand into play. Actually, it doesn't say once per turn, so I wonder if you can do it twice. No clue.
Yeah, I mean, you can just use an action to do it. So
Yeah, I guess so.
I think you could do it twice if you wanted.
So there's 1. So that's an action.
Mm-hmm.
And then my second action.
Oh, nice, Vaughn. He said he got a full playing set of Heir of Slytherin.
Oh, that's
amazing.
awesome. Yeah, that's very cool. All right, well, I guess my second action is, I assume I could just do it again.
I don't know why you couldn't. It just says use an action.
All right.
Seems good.
4 actions on turn 1.
Mm-hmm.
Done.
All right. Draw. I am going to play lesson and play a Giant Tarantula, which will require me to
Lose a lesson.
lose this cure magic lesson. Deals 2 damage every turn.
All right.
Go ahead.
I'm going to draw.
If anybody was curious, that is what I look like when there's a spider within 8 feet of me.
All right, so first action, I'm going to draw a card. And second action, I'm just drawing a card.
I mean, you dropped 4,
Done.
you half your hand on the first turn, so
Yeah.
I got to refill a little bit, I'm sure. Draw. We are going to go deal you 2 damage.
So Vaughn, did you like how did you get those cards? Did you actually like get them printed like somewhere in China and then have them send them to you? I'm curious.
2 damage.
2 damage. 1, 2.
And then we're just going to lesson.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Draw.
Mm-hmm.
I will use an action. Play 2 different lessons.
Mm-hmm.
And then I will use an action to draw a card.
All right.
I'm done.
Draw. You take 2.
1, 2.
Let's play a lesson.
Mm-hmm.
And play a new book from Slytherin, Voyages with Vampires.
Interesting.
So this provides a care of magical creatures lesson. And during your turn, you may discard this card from play. If you do, choose a creature with printed power cost 2 or less from your discard pile and play it as if it were in your hand.
So is like that book like the Harry Potter equivalent of Twilight?
Maybe. It was written by Gilderoy Lockhart, so it's full of crap.
That's what I'm wondering.
It's full of somebody else's memories.
Yeah, make playing cards. That's so the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
The that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Cool. My turn.
Mm-hmm.
Draw. I will use 1 action. Play 2 different lessons.
Yeah.
And then I'm not doing much of else. I'll draw a card.
Okay.
Done.
Draw. Take 2.
Okay. Take 2. 1, 2.
And I am going to hit you with a Rose Growth.
So I take 2.
You take 2, and I draw a card.
Okay.
Then I'm going to play a lesson. Go ahead.
All right. I'm going to draw.
Yeah.
What does this thing do? Interesting. Okay. And what does the Twilight book do? During your turn, you may discard this card from play. If you do, choose a creature card with printed power 2 or less from your discard pile. Play it as if it were in your hand. Interesting.
Which I have no targets at the moment.
Yeah. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have 8. Hard to believe that I have 8 and I can only play.
Well, I know that deck was super top heavy.
Yeah. It was interesting.
But I mean, you've got tons of lessons in play already.
All right, I'm going to play this card called Start of Term Feast.
Sure.
I get to get 4 lessons from my discard pile. So 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay. And play 2 of them as an action?
And I will. 1, 2.
I mean, seems fine.
And I am done.
All right. Draw.
Mm-hmm.
You take 2 damage.
1, 2.
Let's play a lesson.
Okay.
And draw a card. Go ahead.
Draw. Interesting, interesting. Let's play Flourish and Blotts.
The bookstore, essentially, in Diagon Alley.
So it's a location, and it says each player may use an action and discard 2 of his or her lessons to draw 5 cards.
Either player.
Either player.
They use an action and discard 2 of his or her lessons from play to draw 5. Okay. So you can just do that on your turn as an action.
Yeah, so I guess so. It was 1 action. I guess I'll do that. I'll draw 5.
Okay. So you're done.
And I'm done.
Okay.
Yeah.
Draw. Let's play a lesson. You take 2 damage. Sorry.
Well, that's awesome, Vaughn. I would love to see what you do. 2?
Yep. And I currently have 7 power in play, so I'm going to play a forest spider, which costs 1 less for each spider I have in play.
Okay.
So it costs 7. And it does 3 damage each turn and has 3 health.
Okay.
Go ahead.
All right, I'm going to draw.
Yep.
I'm going to use Hermione
Okay.
to
Play 2 different lessons.
Yep. 1, 2.
Okay.
And then I'm going to play Diffindo.
Diffindo, yeah. Choose one of your opponent's cards in play. Your opponent discards that card. I'm guessing you're picking my big spider.
Your big spider.
Weird.
And I am done.
Okay. Draw. Play a lesson. And play Aragog, the king spider. To play this card, I have to discard a Care of Magical Creatures lesson from play. Whenever another one of your spiders does damage, it does 2 more damage, and it has 8 health.
Okay.
And deals 2 damage a turn. Go ahead.
Draw. Oh, I think I was supposed to take 2 from the tarantula.
Yeah.
And draw. Okay, so let's...
Thanks, Recurafet. He says, awesome play, Matt. Where'd you get it? I grabbed a good picture, and we have a close friend who's local that makes playmats.
Yeah, we have a nighttime and a daytime.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna play another Diffindo.
Lapau, I did have, so this was also in play, and then this counts as a lesson as well to get to the 8. But this had to get discarded when I played him.
And I'm gonna get rid of him again.
What?
Another Diffindo.
Oh, that's so rude.
Okay.
All right.
Hey, my job is to squash bugs.
Evidently, but he is a big bug.
Okay, so we got rid of him. And then my second action will be...
Yep, no problem, Lipo. I know, Vaughn. He is shanking spiders left and right. It's crazy. Big spiders, too.
Let's play Phoenix Feather Wand.
Okay.
So it basically requires me to have at least 4 charm lessons in play, or 3, and then it gives me 4.
Yeah.
So
crazy. All right.
So that was 2 actions.
Yeah. Okay.
Go ahead.
Draw. You take 2 damage.
Taken 2.
I'm going to play a lesson. And draw a card.
Okay. Draw. Now what do I do? Ah, this will be fun.
I don't think I've ever seen this Phoenix Feather card before. The art just looks very cool.
Let's play Obliviate.
Okay. Your opponent discards his or her hand. Well, that's sad. Okay. Which is...
Costs 12.
Well, still. A Lesson, Halloween Feast, Giant Tarantula, and Toe Biter. So that's what's going into the bin.
Dia says this is the longest he's ever watched Spider Stomp Simulator. I don't know what exactly that means, but it's hilarious.
Yeah.
Okay, so that was one action.
Yep.
And then my second action...
That was very mean.
Sorry. My second action will be just to play 2 different lessons. And I'm done.
All right. Draw. You take 2.
Taking 2.
Well, let's discard my Voyages with Vampires to play a second Giant Tarantula.
Okay.
I will have to discard a Care of Magical Creatures Lessons to do it. And then I'm going to play a second copy of that book that I just started.
Okay.
Go ahead.
How do I win this game?
I feel like you're doing things just to stall me.
Yeah.
That is definitely the Dirtle deck.
This is the Dirtle deck. All right, I'm going to draw. All right. I guess we will buy some time by playing...
You haven't already been buying time?
Winged Keys.
Winged Keys. Once during each of your turns, you may choose one of your opponent's creatures in play. Prevent all damage done to you by that creature until the end of your opponent's next turn. All right, fine.
And then we will discard 2 lessons.
Draw 5.
To draw 5.
Okay.
And I'm done.
All right. Draw.
And I will choose this one to not hit me, and
Yep.
I'll take 2.
Take 2. So I will draw.
Uh-huh.
And I will draw.
Okay. I will draw
Try
for
to start refilling my hand.
turn. And I've got a bunch of cards. This one has some text on it I gotta read here. Well, I don't want to do that.
You know, Vaughn, I don't know if there's a Spiral Dive in that deck. Gold Leader was pulling the cards, but...
I don't know how this deck wins. I think my win condition is probably in my discard pile.
Which is what?
I think maybe it might be the Philosopher's Stone.
Doesn't that just heal you?
Yeah, it just heals. I don't know how this deck kills you. I don't have any ways right now to deal damage. Okay. So, and there's only a handful of cards left in my deck. I'll Obliviate you.
Okay. So, Stream of Flames, a Lesson, and Toe Biter going in the bin.
And then I've got 13 lessons, so I'll play an Invisibility Cloak.
Okay. Once during each of your opponent's turns, you may prevent all damage to you done by a spell. Okay?
Actually, I shouldn't even do that. You have no cards in your hand.
I don't.
Let's survive longer. Let's play a Diffindo on one of those stupid tarantulas.
All right, fine.
We'll do that. That's terrible, but... All right, I'm done.
Yeah, Vaughn says he thinks maybe the stone will just reset your deck to let you play the long game.
I have no
But,
clue.
like, that's truly just durdle. But he's not really having a way of killing me. I don't know if...
You may use 2 actions and discard this card from play to put all lesson cards in your discard pile into play. Then shuffle all non-healing cards from your discard pile into your deck. When you build your deck, you may only put 1 flat. Okay, yeah, I don't know. I'm taking 2?
Yes, you're taking 2.
Okay.
And I'm going to play Halloween Feast.
Okay.
Which lets me go get 4 creatures from my discard pile back into my hand.
That's good.
Which I only have 3. So we'll take the 3. Which is the Forest Spider, Aragog, and then the Giant Tarantula that just killed.
Oh yeah, good call. I forgot about using the wing keys. I shouldn't have taken any damage.
Oh, fair enough. You can put it back on your top of your deck if you want. Not
like it really matters.
Nope. And I will... So if I play the Giant Tarantula, I'll then have 6, which is fine because that's how much I need to play the Forest Spider if I have 2 spiders. All right, so we're going to play that again. Lost a Terror of Magical Creatures lesson.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Hilarious. I'll play another winged keys because it's apparently not unique.
It's not. There's lots of them.
All right, so we got 2 of those.
Okay.
And then I mean, huh. Let's play. I guess we'll play an Invisibility Cloak in case you draw a spell.
Okay.
All right, and I will target each one of those.
Yeah.
Go.
All right, draw. So, yeah, you take no damage from these guys.
Yep.
I'm going to play the Forest Spider, which is only going to require 6 power because I have 2 spiders in play, so it's reduced.
Yep.
That was 1. And 2, play a Baby Acromantula, which lets me go and search for another Baby Acromantula.
Nice.
And put it in my hand.
Okay.
So we're going to search for a second Baby Acromantula. Put that in my hand and shuffle.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
My turn?
Yep.
Draw. That was exciting. I kind of need to, like, do something.
Do you have another Philosopher's Stone in your...
So you can only have 1 in your deck.
Can you?
Yeah.
Oh.
8, 10, I have 14.
Yeah.
So I could do what? I don't know what I can do here. I guess I'll just put some lessons down.
Okay.
That's an action, right?
Yeah.
And now you've got a bunch.
So you're gonna nerf to these 2 and take 3.
And take 3, okay. That's based what I can do. Can I do anything else with these cards in my hand? So I played an action to do this. I'm gonna take 3. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. I guess. I guess I'll just play 2 more lessons and be done.
Okay.
Go ahead.
So draw.
Oh, now I'm gonna take 3.
Taking 3.
All right, 1, 2, 3. Okay.
I will play a Baby Tarantula or Acromantula, which lets me search for another Baby Acromantula, and I'll play it, which lets me search for another Baby Acromantula. That's the last one.
Yeah, I don't know what I'd do if both. I think both Ollivanders are in my discard pile, so I think I'm dead. Yeah. I think. Alright. Anything else?
No.
Alright.
Play 2 more spiders.
Draw. Action. Draw.
Action, draw, and commit suicide.
Yeah, I'm just dead.
Okay.
Alright. I played a million lessons.
Yeah.
And a bunch of expensive cards.
Yeah.
But I didn't have a way to win the game.
Yeah, I guess you need to be a little more cagey with those healing cards. And just stall.
They just were discarded randomly from damage I took.
Ah.
There's just nothing I could really do about it. So I'm gonna look at this sideboard.
Yep.
See if any of these help me.
So my sideboard is another Halloween Feast, an Aragog's Lair, 2 Aragog's Lairs actually.
I don't think you need to show the whole sideboard because you don't want to be telling me what you're gonna play.
I'm just saying what's in the sideboard.
Yeah, okay.
Like as a general, like what's in here. 3 copies of Spongify. It's not like you know what they do by me saying them anyway. And then 4 copies of Through the Arch. That's the sideboard for this deck. I will decide what, anything, I want to use.
So I think I'm just sideboarding in this card. I would like to sideboard a card that helps me win. But I don't know if those exist. So, we'll find out. And then I gotta figure out what to take out of this deck. Okay. I think that's not very useful. I don't even know why this card's in the deck. I feel like there might have been a typo on the deck list that was sent to us. I feel like there should have been something else going on with this deck.
I mean, it's cool to play a bajillion lessons and play like the most expensive cards.
Yeah, but like
you're not really
winning the game. I had a card in my hand that was a dead card. I don't see why it's even in the deck. Alright, well. I'm gonna take out one more card.
Sometimes that's also a consideration when you're sideboarding. Like, there might be some things in your sideboard that don't necessarily seem great, but sometimes there's just more dead cards in your deck, and you'd rather just have something that's even moderately better.
No, but I'm saying there's cards in my base deck that in my base deck that does nothing whether it's in my sideboard or in my deck. It literally is a card that does nothing.
I'm just saying, like, in general, sometimes when I'm thinking about sideboarding, like, sometimes the first thing I do if I'm not sure how I want to sideboard is I'll just flip through my actual main deck and pick out cards that I felt like are not effective in that particular matchup.
Well, I have a card that's not effective, period.
Well,
regardless of matchup.
That's fair. But I'm just saying, in general, that's sometimes that's a place to start if you're not really sure how to sideboard.
They have a card that literally is pay a lot of power, and it does 0. It has no effect. The card might as well be pay X power blank text. Like, that's how bad the card is.
You'll have to show me what the card is when we're done with the match.
So I think that's why there might be a typo.
Possible. Okay. So I'm assuming you're going to play first since you lost.
Yeah, I'll post it. So, and
I won't look.
So this is the card that I'm taking out of my deck because it might as well be blank. And I'll explain to you afterwards why.
Okay.
So that's what I think. And, you know, I didn't, like, read all the decks and make sure that, you know, like, I don't know all these decks. So I'm just trusting that, you know, there were no mistakes made. But somebody, when they sent me the deck list, they could have, like, typed incorrectly and forgot a card.
Totally possible.
Which then could affect everything. So
yeah, that's true. It's always possible. Especially since there isn't a very good deck builder for this game that exists yet.
Yeah, I would love somebody to make a web browser-based deck builder where you could just build Harry Potter decks. That would be so sweet. Right now, the only way to build decks is on Lackey. Or I guess you could do the same thing in Untapped, but it's not what we're...
Like an online gaming platform,
a game platform, yeah. All right. So the loser's going to play first, which would be this guy. 2 thumbs up. All right. Okay. We're going to keep.
I'll keep 2.
Draw. Action. Hermione, 2 lessons. Second action, draw a card. Done.
Did you draw a card to start your turn?
Yep.
Draw. I am just going to do lesson.
Okay. Draw.
Yep.
Action, draw a card. Action, draw a card. Done.
Okay. Draw. Go with lesson. And Baby Acromantula, which lets me go and get another Baby Acromantula.
That card's so good.
Yeah.
A card that enters the battlefield and gets you, not battlefield, too much. A card that enters play and gets you another spider.
Yep.
And they just have 1/1.
Yeah.
Awesome. That lets you swarm.
Yep, exactly. That's going in my hand.
It's like a Coruscant shuttle.
A little bit, yeah.
Done?
Yeah.
All right.
It is like giving me a little bit of anxiety though to see all this better at work.
All right. I'm going to play a lesson.
Yep.
And then I'm going to play Flourish and Blotts.
Okay.
So 2 actions.
Yeah.
And I'm done.
All right. You take 1.
Taking 1.
Let's do lesson. And Baby Acromantula.
Okay.
To go get another Baby Acromantula.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Draw.
Yep.
Let's action.
Okay.
Draw 5. And then second action, potion, and transfiguration with Hermione.
Sure.
And I'm done.
Draw. Let's go
Take 2.
with
1,
yep.
2.
Yep. Let's go with lesson. Third Baby Acromantula.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Draw. What do I want to do here? Let's play a lesson.
Yeah.
And another lesson. 5. That doesn't help me really. All right, let's use Flourish and Blotts. Draw 5.
All right.
Done.
Draw. I'm going to play a Forest Spider, which is discounted because I have all the Baby Acromantulas. And I'll actually play 2 copies of it. So 2 spiders.
Oh, and I take 3?
Yes. Sorry. There is that.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Man. So those are the ones that deal...
These are the bigger ones. They deal 3.
Yikes. Okay. All right. Draw for turn. Hermione, play Transfiguration and Charms. And then
I will say this Forest Spider artwork is super creepy for me. Dragon's Trace. I mean, it looks beautiful as far as a, you know, spider can look, but I mean, these eyes are just like creeping me out. Getting super triggered.
all right, we're gonna play a start of term feast to get 4 lessons.
Okay.
So 1, 2, 3, 4.
You got it.
And I guess I'm done.
All right.
I'm taking a lot now.
You're 3, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Okay.
So I'm gonna play Voyages with Vampires.
Okay.
Overlap these. And draw.
All right. Draw. We'll use an action, play a lesson and a lesson.
Yep.
And then we'll use a second action to play Drawing the Sword.
Okay.
So when you play this card, you can deal 6 damage to creatures any way you choose.
Oh, snap.
So I'm going to do 6.
Those are each 3. Yeah, okay.
3, 1, 1, 1.
Okay. Pretty good. You got it. That's cool.
And then I'm done.
It's interesting that it splits it up like that.
Yeah.
Draw. Lesson. And let's try this out. Play a Cornish Pixie. Did you take your 3 damage from this guy, by the way?
I did not.
So this, when I play this card, I look at my opponent's hand and I take 1 card and put it under here.
Oh. Okay. Forever?
Until you kill it.
Oh, okay.
So start a turn feast, potions, transfiguration, Mirror of Erised, Obliviate, Phoenix Feather Wand, Winged Keys, Ollivanders, Winged Keys, Invisibility Cloak, Diffindo.
Vaughn, the stone's already in my discard pile.
All right, so I think I'm going to take the wand.
Okay.
I like the theminess of the pixies because they're just a nuisance and take your shit.
Yeah. Awesome.
So that seems about right.
You done?
Yes.
All right, draw.
Yeah, less than Cornish Pixie.
Okay. We got that, which won't really help me a ton.
Seeing these on the table, I really have to say that the Revival group did a great job sourcing artwork for their expansion.
Oh yeah, amazing. Okay, I guess we'll play use an action to play 2 lessons.
Got 9.
So I'm at 9, which doesn't help a whole lot. I'm gonna play Diffindo for 8 and destroy the 3 damage guy.
Okay.
And then I'm done.
All right. Draw.
I'm gonna take 1 from the pixie.
You take 1 from the pixie.
Okay.
Thank you. So I'm gonna play a lesson. And we're gonna get the big Papa Spider out.
Okay.
I have to discard one of these. Go ahead. Yep.
All right.
He makes my other spiders deal more damage.
Gotcha.
Which there aren't any yet.
Yep. Let's do let's play a lesson. And let's play a winged key.
All right. Did you want to play a second one? Did you have a different
I
one?
didn't.
Okay.
So just a basic action, play a lesson, winged key.
You got it.
And you're up.
All right.
I'm obviously using this.
Correct.
So I'll
So you're
take 1
just taking
damage from
1.
the pixie.
Yep. I will discard this to play. Is it 2 or less? It is 2 or less, so I can't even have a target. Never mind.
All right, so you're not.
I was thinking it was 3 or less.
Yep.
I'm not doing that. We're going to play Giant Tarantula twice.
Okay.
So I'll have to lose 2 of these. Go ahead.
All right, I'm gonna draw. Tarantulas, okay. Let's use an action to play winged keys.
Okay. I'll stall.
And winged keys.
Oh, okay. Sure. Stall a lot.
I am
All
done.
right. You got it. Draw. So you take 1 from the Cornish
1 damage
Pixie.
from the Pixie.
Yep. Okay, you got it. So let's play a Baby Acromantula. And I have none left to go and search for, so I just play that.
Okay.
And the Forest Spider, because I have lots of spiders, so he's really cheap to cast.
Okay.
So there's 2 of this guy, 1 of this guy, 1 of this guy.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Oh, I thought I took that card out. All right. Apparently I didn't. Ridiculous. Okay. Let's play. Let's discard 2. Draw 5.
Okay.
Unbelievable. Okay. And then let's get the big spider.
That makes sense. Okay.
And then we will winged keys this and these 2.
Yep.
And
correct.
You're up.
You take 2.
Yep.
We're gonna make you get rid of 1 of those.
Okay.
Spongify. Choose a non-healing item in play and return it to its owner's hand. It's in your hand.
Oh.
Draw.
Okay.
And lesson.
Mm-hmm. Dead.
All right.
It was the last card.
Oh, yeah.
It was the last card of my deck.
Yeah, that's what you needed.
I was gonna try and kill them all, and then Ollivander for the stone.
Sure.
I guess I should have Ollivandered for the stone first, but I wasn't expecting that to be the last card of my deck.
Yeah, I guess that's fair.
I was worried that you had if I killed this, you had another one.
I didn't.
So I didn't know. I think I
Yeah.
definitely misplayed, but so this card is in my deck, and I thought I took them all out. Apparently, there was one more. There's no characters in this deck.
Good night's sleep. Choose one of your characters in play that has a once per game ability that you've already used. Use that ability. What?
There's 3 copies of that card in this deck, and there's no characters.
That's so weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's got to be a character missing.
I feel like there must...
Or that shouldn't be there.
There should have been an Arthur Weasley in this deck. Because
Yeah.
you had all those 10 cost items, you
Right.
could just be like...
Yeah.
Why-
But that's not a once per game effect either.
Yeah, shoot. I
So-
don't even know what this card's supposed to be then.
Yeah. So I took out 2 of the Aragog's lairs that were in the base deck. I took them out because giving my spiders extra health when you just make me discard them is irrelevant.
Yeah.
So I took those 2 out, and then I put in the 2 Spongifies. That's how all I cited. I probably could have... the only reason I didn't consider another Halloween Feast is just because in the first game, he really wasn't dealing me tons of damage. Like, there wasn't really creatures going... There wasn't cards going into my discard pile in mass amounts. So there's already 3 of this in my main deck.
Yeah.
A 4th just seemed like overkill.
Yeah, and you didn't know about the sword.
Correct. I didn't know about the sword. So if I had known about the sword, I probably would have put the 4th one in.
Yeah, for sure.
I did not know about it.
That is the that's when you're playing in a tournament. That's like, the sideboarding.
Yeah.
So yeah, this deck got smoked.
That's okay.
I don't necessarily
I
think
feel
it's...
like it's...
I feel
that
like
might be a fun one to deck tech.
Yes, this would be a deck that'd be fun concept to try to build around, because I actually had no problem even with an aggressive creature deck, just dirtling and staying alive. I just didn't have a win condition. If there was a win condition,
yeah, especially in the first game,
even if
I felt
Philosopher stoned,
yeah,
I didn't have a way to deal you damage in mass chunks. So I think if there was a win condition, I could have won.
Especially the first game, I felt like that there was definitely opportunity for you to take me out.
Vaughn, I really wanted the deck to work out too. Yeah, Diaz, I feel like Hermione could be really good in the right build, and I feel like the person that built this had like I said, a pretty decent like turtle strategy going. When I saw the deck list and I saw how many things cost like 10 and 12 and 13 build, I was like, man, I don't even know if I'll ever get to that. But I never had a problem,
you didn't have a problem
getting to the spells. I had just had a problem winning a game.
Yeah.
You know, that was...
Yeah. And I never even used my Madame Pomfrey heal 12. So, like, it wasn't even...
Yeah. I mean, there's 2 copies of potion text in the deck. And I don't know if it's just there because it costs 12, but for 12, I mean, is it even going to do that much damage?
Well, you have to mill until you hit 3 lessons. But there's an adventure that does something like that too.
Yeah,
right?
But like,
essentially,
there's also another potion. There's like a homework card that like mills you at 2 lessons. This is just 1 more lesson, but it costs 12.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, that might be actually a fun deck to just kind of set aside as a potential, like one of our deck tech support video streams, and just kind of think through some other. I
really wanted to play the Philosopher's Stone just to
play it,
because it has a crazy nutso effect. You may use 2 actions and discard this card from play. Put all lesson cards in your discard pile into play. Then shuffle all non-healing cards from your discard pile into your deck. When you build your deck, you can only put 1 Philosopher's Stone in it. So basically, you take all your lessons, put them into play, and then you shuffle your deck with everything else. And so you basically get a whole new deck minus any lessons.
Right.
And now you have all your lessons in play, so it's like...
and all gas.
But that's where you need, like, all right, now that I have 20 lessons, or even... what am I doing with
like, how are you winning?
What am I doing with it?
Yeah, that's fair. All
right. Well, that was match 1. Hermione has been eliminated. And...
So next week we'll flip to the other side of the bracket like we normally do. So it's going to be a Draco Slytherin deck against Seamus Finnegan.
Yeah, so the Seamus Finnegan, I think, is a character control deck.
That kind of makes sense. I think Seamus was part of some of the character control decks.
I think that one's a character control deck. Maybe not.
I mean, it would make sense, but maybe not.
The Draco deck is interesting. It's a Draco item deck. It's absolutely nothing like the one I played in the last stream.
Okay.
Like, it's like trying to win by like getting as many items in play as possible, like flooding the board with items.
Interesting.
It's really weird. We'll see it. We'll see if it works.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes. So another exciting thing for next week, we're hoping to get our overhead camera installed this week.
We'll see.
We'll see, because we're about to get rocked by a really big snowstorm, and our friend was supposed to come over tomorrow. So
yeah, I was not gonna even mention that until we just had it. It might not happen,
but it's pending, guys. We're getting there to have an overhead camera, so you can look at our ugly mugs in the corner of our
so the idea would be we would have an overhead camera, and then we would have a camera on actually us, so you would see more than just our hands and a mat.
Yes, exactly. I know that's been a requested thing, so we're a lot closer to getting there. Just get excited for,
we got a
for our ugly mugs.
We have a duplicate camera, which is really nice.
Yeah.
Of a really good camera. So we're getting there.
Yeah, slowly but surely.
Slowly getting there.
Slowly but surely.
We'll see you next week, Monday.
Yep, exactly. Thanks, guys.